Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to Vinny the Axe. Today I wanted to give you an update on the Novo Solus single P90 guitar. So I bought this a couple weeks ago. I did an unboxing video, so if you get a chance, check that out on the channel. Super pleased with this guitar. I believe this is going to be a keeper as well. I'll give you a couple of specs on this thing. This has got the tempered pine body. It has a baked maple neck. It has a 9¼ inch radius on the fretboard. It has 6125 frets, which is more of like a vintage skinny height fret, which I thought was going to be an issue for me, but actually it's very comfortable to play and I don't notice really too much of a difference. You get a little bit more of that fingerboard under your fingertips feel, but nothing bad. And really nice guitar. I got it set up and cleaned up a little bit because I bought it secondhand. It has a very cool bell-like characteristic to it, just like the other Nova that I had. I had a previous Solus that was painted black with double Lindy Fralin modern humbuckers in it, and that guitar was phenomenal as well. For whatever reason, I didn't like the modern pickups. The pickups were awesome, but they just didn't jive, I thought, with that guitar, and I didn't like the color, so I sold it. But one of the better playing guitars I've ever owned, so that, if you know, just bank that. So I decided, instead of getting another Les Paul Jr., which I was on the hunt for, I decided, let me see if I can get a Novo with a single P90, and lo and behold, somebody had one of these for sale secondhand. This guitar plays phenomenal as well. So I could say out of the two that I've owned, and they're two different manufacturer years, they're consistent. So, and like I said, I've only had two specimens of them, but I'm telling you, they're both consistent and they both play extremely well. I took this off the wall after not playing it for a few days, and I didn't even have to tune it. It was still in tune, which is amazing, really. And I don't know if that's, because of the baked neck and the tempered pine, that there's no moisture and the thing stays pretty solid, including the truss rod obviously is helping. I can't speak for that. I don't know. I haven't done testing to prove that, nor am I going to do that anyway. But anyway, this particular finish is a Pelham Blue finish, and it has what they call TV burst underneath it, which is kind of cool. So it's a dual finished guitar, which I kind of dig. Some people love or hate the relic stuff, to each his own. But this is really nice. This has a Lindy Fralin P90 in it with Alnico magnet rods, it says on the spec sheet. It sounds great. I think it sounds fantastic. It's still, you're going to get the 60 cycle hum, but it's really not too bad, to be quite honest with you. And the pickup sounds really nice. I think you can play like a lot of styles of music with this. I don't think it's really, I know it's only one pickup, but I really don't think it's a one-trick pony. You can roll the tone down and get some really sweet, like, jazzy tones or like smooth lead sounds with it. So the guitar is pretty light. I didn't weigh the guitar, but I'm going to say it's probably in that 6.5 pound, 6¾ pound weight. Super nice and light. And it's actually balanced pretty good, to be quite honest with you. I like the finish on the headstock in black with the gold logo to go with the black pickguard. This build out's pretty good. And I know this was a special order or a custom order, customer order. So this is a 2020. So this is back, when they were really, starting to become popular and really had to step up their game. And I think this was during I want to say maybe, I don't know if it was built during the COVID times, but the attention to detail is really good. The fretwork is phenomenal. The edges of the frets are all rounded off, super nice. What a great guitar. I'm really impressed with this guitar, and I think it's going to be a keeper. I'm going to go over my collection one day on a video here, and I've had probably over the last 30 years, well over probably, I thought it was 300 guitars, but some of my friends who've been with me for the long haul of this addiction say I'm somewhere around over 400. So I don't know. I didn't really keep count, and there's sometimes I go, you know, pick out stuff with my friends at a music shop and go, hey man, look at that, that's awesome. And they're like, dude, you own 3 of those at one time. I'm like, did I really? And then it like sparks my memory, like, oh yeah, that's right, I did own a couple of those. So, but I've been dwindling down the collection, looking for some really just good specimens to keep, and I'll keep you posted on that in another video. Anyway, the guitar is phenomenal. If you're on the fence of whether to buy a Novo or one of the bigger name brand stuff, I think if you're not worried about going Gibson or anything like that, or a Fender, I think this is a really well-made guitar, really well put together. You know, people, you know, say that they're overhyped. I don't think they're overhyped. I think the guitars resonate really good, and the key to this is that they stay in tune. The fretwork is fantastic. It has great components, and the guitar sounds great. So if, you know, if those things are important to you, then I would suggest you look at this. Don't listen to what people say about it's overly hype, it's hipster, it's this, it's boutique is garbage. You know, I'm sure there's some boutique companies out there that do make garbage, but I will say the 2 of these that I have owned are top notch. Now, you just have to like the finish work that they do, and the tempered pine thing, and you know how they raise the grain and do all that stuff. I'm sure you can order something that's smoother from them if you want to pay the money and do the weight, but secondhand is probably your best bet when you're going to buy one of these if you want to save some coin. I also think a lot of people just buy these, they don't change the strings on them, the strings go dead, and then they pick it up after a while and go, man, I'm not digging this like I used to, and it's probably because the strings are dead and the guitar is not staying in tune, or the guitar just sounds lousy because the strings are dead. And you know, the 2 that I bought secondhand, the black one that I had and this one, both were of that phenomenon. The strings were completely just oxidized and dead out of the box, you know, when I got it, and the guitar just needed to be cleaned up. It needed to be set up and put a new set of strings on there, and the guitar plays like $1,000,000. So that's my 2 cents. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing really well. Please like and subscribe. Most people are not subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to build it up here and make it better so I can add more content. So please hit the subscribe button. This way you stay, you know, informed of all the videos that are going to come in the future. Anyway, I appreciate your time. Thanks for checking out and supporting the channel. Thanks for watching Vinny the Axe. Take it easy.